So in August 2012, I came to Dove Cottage for a 2-week residency, and the residency had a dual purpose. I was here to do some archival research looking at manuscript holdings you have in the Coleridge family collection. I was looking at the letters of Sarah and Hartley Coleridge. But I also came here to think about public engagement, to shadow the curators and the archivists and get an understanding of what a place like Dove Cottage does and what kind of opportunities there might be for postgraduate researchers here. I think probably the most important experience that I took away from my time here was I was able to sit in on a meeting between the curators and some of the archival staff and a group of local history enthusiasts, I guess, who were working with members of the Trust to put on an exhibition. And I suppose I had some preconceptions about what public engagement is and what its benefit is. And what I realised is that actually when it's done right and when the entire community is buying into a project, as they so obviously were, it can be enormously beneficial. This exhibition which the group were putting on, which they were completely in control of and were designing themselves, it wasn't for them just an opportunity to reveal some local history. They were thinking about how putting on this exhibition could be used to bridge some very kind of deep gulfs in the local community. For them, they saw exploring their own history with the Trust's help as a way to build bridges, and I found that quite moving actually, and it was a very, very profound and important experience for me, which I've taken back into my own public engagement work subsequently. The Trust acts as a kind of a hub or a bridge in a lot of ways, I think, which is really useful. And I think also it helps us as researchers, particularly as postgraduates, to think about the wider applications of our research, even if we do intend to go on and pursue academic careers. One of the things that I found very interesting here is it made me think about different ways in which I might make use of my research, that it didn't necessarily, for example, have to take the form of a monograph or a scholarly article, that there are lots of different ways of disseminating and representing your research, and they can be extremely creative.